Good morning, sports fans, and I blame the Doritos. And welcome to another edition of NDB Media's Sports Talk with the Guys. Oh, I definitely blame the Doritos. Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday morning quarterbacks on Saturday. Yes, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is March 29, 2025. Yours truly, the scorekeeper, 2 in a row now. 2 consecutive weeks back to doing what we're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuning into the longest running program on the internet. We are at 17 years plus. We debuted on November 1st, 2008, and we are still going and blowing, as I say. And yes, this is not a test, folks. This is Sports Talk in 2025. From Pomona, California to Anchorage, Alaska. From Miami, Florida to New York, we are live and around the world, across the universe, quite frankly, because our signal is going out there and percolating amongst the stars. That was the word yesterday, percolate. No, actually, that was 2 days ago. And it worked. Yes, I like the word percolating. And I don't know where I'm going to go with that, but I love that word. And good morning, good morning, good morning. And thank you, one and all, for joining me. It is, as I mentioned, the last Saturday in March, and I'm having spicy Doritos. The spicy nacho. I have a classmate, Ignacio. Please don't take this personally. But yeah, I'm having this today. I'm not shilling for them. I'm just talking about the fact that I'm having the spicy nacho. And this is what's left from Thursday, opening day of Major League Baseball. And I have, also some more food? Yucatan guacamole, restaurant style medium. Whew. No, I'm not shilling. I wish I would gladly do that. But it's spicy guacamole sauce. And, well, I can't do it while I'm on air now. So I have a bunch of stuff. I don't have my King Taco burrito yet. Dude, I'm shilling today. I should get something of that, but I'm not. Oh, I do have a cold. Oh, I'm not happy about it, but hey, it is what it is. But let's get to it, folks. Today is episode 10 of our 17th year here on Sports Talk with the Guys. We'd be much higher, but, I missed 3 episodes, so you can blame me for that. But let's do what we do, go around the horn, and that's what we're going to do. Weather is 53 degrees here at home base. It is mostly cloudy. It's going to get to a high of 66, thank goodness, because it's horrible when it gets hot. Overnight low of 51. Not too bad, I suppose. It looks like it's going to rain. It feels like it's going to rain, but it hasn't rained. It did rain twice this week. It wasn't a bunch of birds. It was a bit of weather. And apparently we have 1% chance of rain. This is what kills me, is for you weather people who know anything about weather. We all know that when they give the percentage of rain, they're not talking about the probability. They're talking about how much moisture is in the air. But when you look outside, well, at least as of yesterday, there were a lot of clouds out there. But I guess in my area, it's only 1%. So take it for whatever it is. Yes, this is the scorekeeper being the elitist pig that he is. But hey, whatever. Humidity is at 88%. Pressure is at 29.83 inches and stable. Visibility is at 10 miles, even though the sun doesn't come up till 6:42 a.m. in approximately 37 minutes, I think, something like that. No, it's actually less than. Oh, yeah, it's about 36 minutes. But hey, whatever. No one ever questioned my math before. The wind, sunset will be at 7:09 p.m. local time. The wind is heading out to the east with a slightly southerly, I was going to say slutty stance, but southerly at 2 miles per hour. Guess you guys know where I'm at. The dew point is at 49 degrees. UV index is 0 of 11, and we are in a new moon phase right now. So, hey, it is what it is. Taking a quick look at events in sports history. Back in 1895, the 57th Grand National, Joe Widger aboard a 10-1 chance Wildman from Borneo wins by 1.5 lengths. Whew, that was Something that robbed me of my life. In 1935, the 94th Grand National, Frank Furlong wins aboard Reynoldstown at a 22-1 favorite. Stallion repeats with back-to-back victory the following year. Impressive. Back in 1947, the 101st Grand National. I guess they raced that day on the last Saturday in March. A 101 favorite Irish outsider, Kahoo, ridden by 35-year-old jockey Eddie Dempsey, wins by 20 lengths from Lou Kahn. Back in 1966, Muhammad Ali beats George Chuvalo in 15 for the heavyweight boxing title. And finally, in 1982, at the 44th NCAA Men's Basketball Championship, North Carolina beats Georgetown 63-62. The Tar Heels future Hall of Fame small forward James Worthy was named the tournament most outstanding player. And of course, March Madness is on. We'll get to that shortly. But switching to National Rugby League at the Premiers. Man, I am failing this morning. I think I need a cup of Nestle. The fourth product that I mentioned in less than 8 minutes. It's hot chocolate. As you know, I'm ditching the coffee. I've had coffee once this week, as I did go out to breakfast. I think it was yesterday. And I had 1 cup of coffee as well. I had more cups of water than anything. See, I didn't mention the brand of coffee. So at least I got out of that shilling mode. But in the Telstra Premiership Round 4, the Rabbitohs on the 27th took it to the Panthers 28-18. The Titans 30-12 over the Roosters. The Broncos won 20-12 over the Dolphins. The Dragons 14-8 over the Storm. The Cowboys, oh my goodness, the Cowboys 30-20 over the Raiders. The Bulldogs 20-6 over the Sharks. The Sea Eagles play the Eels, visiting the Eels at 10:05 p.m. local time tonight. And tomorrow at 12:15 a.m., the West's Tigers visit the Warriors. As we continue around the universe, the WNBA, key dates for this season as the WNBA opened up its 2025 schedule. I'm going to put that one in the chat room if you would like to go ahead and, I don't know, check it out, I suppose. You may go ahead and do so. And there it is. It is there readily available. And there, WNBA. So the big games are the Aces versus the Liberty. Matchups May 17th, July 8th, August 13th. The Chicago Sky versus Indiana, June 7th, July 27th, August 9th, September 5th. The New York Liberty versus the Minnesota Lynx. Key dates, July 30th, August 10th, August 16th, and August 19th. So you can definitely check that out. Oh, and another important matchup. Actually, I think I have 2 more. The Sparks versus the Aces, Friday, March 30th. And their matchups will be June 11th, July 29th, and September 11th. The Phoenix Mercury at the Indiana Fever, Wednesday, July 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That one will be on ESPN3. And the remaining matchups will be August 7th and September 2nd. So, congratulations to the WNBA. Taking a look at the LPGA. On the leaderboard, where are they playing right now? I forgot to check where they're playing. The Ford Championship, presented by Wild Horse Pass in Chandler, Arizona, going on March 27th through the 30th. And right now, we have Lila Vu from the USA at minus 14, 130. Gino Thitcool from Thailand. Ooh, sorry. That was a pronunciation error. It's minus 12, tied with Nelly Korda, the USA, and Nana Kortz-Matson at minus 12, 132. In the men's, we have several events going on. The Ford Championship presented by Wild Horse Pass. That was the women's mentioned on the men. The Gallery Classic in Rancho Mirage, California, which is not too far from me. actually down that way, I suppose. It's taking place from March 28th to the 30th. Cameron Percy of the United Kingdom, Bernard Langer of Germany, and Jason Karen are in the lead. Percy and Langer are tied at minus 567, and Jason at minus 468, who's tied with Thungchi JD and Richard Green tied for third. Not too bad. AVP, folks. Schedule's out. First event, May 10th through the 11th, Manhattan, Huntington Beach. May 23rd through the 24th, Palm Beach, Florida. June 6th through June 7th, San Diego, California. June 4th, or I should say June 13th, June 14th, the following weekend, Miami, Florida. And then June 21st through June 22nd, they're heading up to East Hampton, New York. They return to Los Angeles. Well, Huntington Beach, that's not the same, that's Orange County. Los Angeles, July 11th through July 12th. That's a quick look at the AVP. And we're going to continue as we go around the horn right here. It feels like I haven't done StreamYard for a while. It feels strange. In the WTA, no, we're not going to look at women's tennis right now. IndyCar, NTT, IndyCar Series. 15 days to the Long Beach Grand Prix, April 13th, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Catch it on Fox. 15 days, 7 hours, 17 minutes, and 13 seconds mark. Exactly from that point. So you can check that one out. Also, for those of you who are in my hood, you can hear it. The Lucas Oil Winter Nationals is going on right now in Pomona, California, March 27th to the 30th. So maybe we'll go over some of those events shortly. Next, following up will be Las Vegas, Nevada, April 11th to the 13th. Charlotte, North Carolina, April 25th to the 27th. And Chicago, May 15th through the 18th. Formula One, right now on schedule. China 2025 already took place, March 21st to the 23rd. Formula One Lenovo Japanese Grand Prix is April 4th through the 6th. That is next week. So you can stay up on that. NASCAR. Oh, NASCAR. The schedule, what is going on this weekend? Of course, we are having the Cookout 400 at Martinsville Speedway. It is in Martinsville, Virginia. It's 400 laps or 210.4 miles. You can check it out tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. It's on FS1, MRN, and Sirius XM. The standings already in the Cup race for the 2025 season. William Byron is in first, followed by Kyle Larson, minus 36. Alex Bowman, 39. Tyler Riddick, 55. Christopher Bell, 58. Chase Elliott. It's like Chase is always chasing, but he's at minus 63. Bubba Wallace is in seventh at minus 78. Denny Hamlin is minus 80, tied with Chris Buescher. And finally, dropping 3 points is Ryan Blaney at minus 2. Joey Logano's minus 84 and 11. Come on, Joey, what's going on, dude? As we continue our look around in the NHL, yesterday's scores. The Panthers in overtime, 2-1 over the Utah Hockey Club. The Hurricanes, 4-1 over the Canadiens. The Blue Jackets, and what a not a blowout, but a real sock'em game, edged the Canucks 7-6. The Jets shut out the Devils 4-0. The Golden Knights 5-3 over the Blackhawks. And in another game, a rousing one at Anaheim, the Anaheim Ducks 5-4 over the Rangers. Taking a look at the NHL in the Eastern, in the conference standings in the Atlantic, you have the Florida Panthers at number 1, Toronto Maple Leafs at 90, and Tampa Bay Lightning at 89, followed by the Senators, Canadiens, Red Wings, Bruins, and Sabres. In the Metropolitan, you have the Washington Capitals, who have qualified for a playoff spot at 103, followed by the Hurricanes at 92 and the Devils at 83. Then you have the Columbus Blue Jackets, Rangers, Islanders, Penguins, and Flyers. In the Western, and maybe I should give you a view of this. So, in the Western, the Central Conference, you have the Winnipeg Jets, who have also qualified for a playoff spot with 104 points. The Stars are 98. The Avalanche are 93, followed by the Wild, the Blues, the Hockey Club from Utah, the Nashville Predators, who have been eliminated, as well as Chicago Blackhawks, who have also been eliminated from playoff contention. In the Pacific Division, you have, and it is so tight right now, the Vegas Golden Knights, 96, followed by the Kings at 89, Oilers at 87. You have the Canucks, Flames, Ducks, Kraken, and sorry, Matthew, the San Jose Sharks are eliminated at 49. Matthew, you are forever Tortuga. Taking a look at the wild card standings right now. And forgive me, I have to take a cup of my what is wrong this morning? Ugh. I have to take a sip of my chocolate milk. In the Eastern, of course, the aforementioned Panthers, Leafs, and Lightning. And in the Metropolitan, the Capitals, the Hurricanes, and the Devils. So you have for the wild card, the Ottawa Senators and the Columbus Blue Jackets, with the Canadians on the outside looking in, tied with the Rangers. The Islanders are at 74. The Red Wings are 72. All doable. But if you look at the Boston Bruins, they've got to climb over 4 teams and 6 points at least. That's a lot to get over. Not impossible. Statistically, they've not been eliminated, but probability is just not there. But hey, in the Western, you have the Jets, the Stars, and the Avalanche. And then in the Pacific, you have the Knights, the Kings, and the Oilers. And the ones that hold the 2 wildcard spots right now are the Wild and the Blues. And then it really starts to open up. The Canucks are at 81, 4 points behind the Blues, 6 points behind the Wild. Then you have the Flames at 79, the Utah Hockey Club at 76. It starts to trail off in the West fairly quick. For those of you that know, Major League Baseball opened up on Thursday. It was a holiday of obligation out here in the Noriega household. I had my whatchamacallit, which I was going to have that day, but I have it now. So I'm going to inhale that whatchamacallit. I still have my guacamole and my spicy Doritos from Thursday, which were left over. So we'll get to it. And opening day, and the team that started it up, of course, you had the other opening day, which was in Japan, excuse me, which I believe we did go over. Dodgers beat the Cubs 2-0. And on Thursday, the New York Yankees beat the Brewers 4-2. Rodon over Peralta. Williams picked up his first against his old teammates. The Orioles balushed I don't know what that means. The Toronto Blue Jays, who were at home 12-2. Eflin versus Berrios. The Red Sox 5-2 over the Rangers. Chapman over Jackson. Slayton picked up the win. In 10 innings, our first extra inning game of the year, Alvarado beat Poach 7-3. The Phillies took that one. The Cleveland Indians 74 against America's AAA team. Clace over Long. Seawold picked up the win. And in a sad game, the A-holes 3-1 over the Mets. I don't care who it is, but I love to see the A-holes lose. That is one of my great joys in life. But they won this one. Valdez over Holmes. Hader picked up the save, his first. They hated ones. 6-4 over the Commies. Rogers over Gibboat. And Walker picked up the save. The Padres 7-4 over the Braves. Peralta over Neris. Suarez picked up the save. See, I'm always looking back whenever I hear something. It's only 4 weeks ago that it happened. Anyway, the White Sox 8-1 over the Angels. Burke over Kikuchi. And the Marlins of Miami 5-4 over the Pittsburgh Pirates. Tinoco over Bednar. And the Cardinals 5-3 over Los Gemelitos. Gray over Lopez. Halsey picked up the win. Los Dodgers on Thursday night improved to 3-0. 5-4 over the Tigers. We did see that game here. It was a 4 o'clock game. Baseball only had 3 time slots. They traditionally have more. They usually start on the West Coast at 10 a.m., which is 1 somewhere. They didn't. They waited until 3 in the afternoon for that. So the first game was at noon. Second game was around 3 or 4, and the third game was at 7. So Major League Baseball, yeah, gypped me. Gypped your fans. There used to be 4 opening day time slots. Come on, man. More opportunity for fans to watch games on opening day. Dodgers 5-4 over the Tigers. Schnell over Skubal. And Treinen picked up the save. The Cubs finally got on the board. 10-6 over the Arizona Diamondbacks. Steele over Gallen. And the Mariners 5-4 over the Athletics. 4-2 over the Athletics. Thornton versus Leclerc. Munoz picked up his first. That was on Thursday. On the second day of opening day, some teams who had not played on Friday. You have the Rays edging the Rockies 3-2. Fairbanks over Vodnik. The Blue Jays played again, 8-2 over the Orioles, so they kind of got back at them. Guzman versus Morton. And the Pirates, first game of the season, they win. Well, second game, but the first win. 4-3 over the Marlins. Keller versus Gillespie. And Bednar picked up his first. Did Bednar lose the first game or save it? I don't know. That was yesterday or Thursday. Rangers 4-1 over the Red Sox, so they even their record of 1-1. Red Sox fall to 1-1. Leiter over Hook, and Jackson picked up the save. And the Mets, the amazing Mets, 3-1 over the A-holes. McGill over Brown. Diaz picked up the save. The Diamondbacks got back at the Cubs, forcing them to 1-3. Diamondbacks even up their record of 1-1. Hope springs eternal. Kelly over Taillon. And the Athletics, even at 1-1, shut out the Mariners 7-0. Springs over Castillo. Braves lost to the Padres. They're 0-2. San Diego is 2-0 in this young season. 4-3. Adam versus Lee. Suarez picked up his second save for the Padres. And finally, the Dodgers are out in front of all of Major League Baseball at 4-0. They put it to the Tigers. Garcia over Brisky, 8-5. And in Major League standings, as we do traditionally, as of 6:23 a.m. here on Sports Talk with the Guys, the New York Yankees lead in the American League East, tied with the Braves at 1-0. Then you have the Orioles, Red Sox, and Blue Jays all at 1-1, half a game back. In the Central, the Indians and the Black Sox are tied at 1-0. You have America's the Gemelitos at 0-1. Oh, my goodness, it is America's AAA team. There they are at 0-1. The Gemelitos are 0-1, and the Tigres are 0-2. They're at 1-1, 1.5, respectively. In the American League West, you have the Athletics, the A-holes, the Mariners, and the Rangers all tied at 1-1. And the Los Angeles Angels are 0-1. What a bummer. Have a game back. In the National League East, the Phillies are on top at 1-0. Miami and the Mets are in second, 1-1, half a game back. The Nationals are 0-1, a game back, and the Braves are 0-2, 1.5 back. In the Central, you have the Cardinals at 1-0. The Pirates, 1-1, half a game back. And then you have the Commies and the Brewers at 0-1, 1 game back. And the Cubs are 1-3, or only a game and a half back. That's the way it happens in Major League Baseball. And Canela is in the house. She has some sort of infection. She has like a cold. And I have a cold. Ugh. Whatever. In the National League West, you have the Los Angeles Dodgers at 4-0. The best team in baseball as of this morning. The San Diego Padres are 2-0. They're 1 game back. And the hated ones are 1-0, 1.5 back. And then the Diamondbacks are 1-1. The Rockies are 0-1, 2.5 back. So that is a look around the horn in Major League Baseball. And that's really good stuff, folks. A lot of stuff going on in the world of sports. Now, I suppose we'll take a look at March Madness. I didn't have that one set up. I will now. We will take a look at our bracket shortly. And we will take a look at the NCAA men's basketball. I want to welcome everyone who's watching us. If you want to give a comment in the chat room, by all means, please let us know what is going on. But on March 29th, taking a look at the bracket, there it is. We have now entering the Elite Eight, or the quarterfinals. Number 1, Duke plays number 2, Alabama at 5:49 later on today. And you also have playing tomorrow, number 1, Houston versus number 2, Texas at 11:20 a.m. Today, coming in for the Midwest region, that was the West region. Now this is the Midwest. Florida, number 1, visiting number 3, Texas Tech. That's at 3:09 p.m. today. And the winner of the South region right now playing tomorrow, Auburn versus Michigan, will take on the winner from Florida, Texas Tech. Whoever wins between Houston and Tennessee takes on the winner of Duke and Alabama. That would be the semifinals. So that's where we are. And the semifinals will be played on April 5th, I believe it is. Yeah. And then, of course, the finals will be on April 7th. So we have one more week of March Madness. Where's Villanova? Is Villanova? Nope, they're not in it anymore. Villanova, what happened to you? No Cinderella this time around? I do not see them anywhere. There's St. Mary's. Where's Villanova? Oregon. Ooh. Oregon lost Duke over here in the Sweet 16. Where's Villanova? Oh, there's UC San Diego. Yale got taken out by Texas A&M. Villanova didn't make it. Oh, what a shame. But hey, it is what it is. Well, it's 6:28 a.m., folks. This is Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday morning quarterbacks on Saturday. What a glorious weekend it is. If anyone in the chat room wants to go ahead and comment, say hi, would appreciate it. And hey, it is what it is. So, folks, at this point, we went over all the major news, events going on in sports right now. And let me see. What do we have? There. Had to eliminate that one. I'm a little slow on the uptake right now because the controls, like I said, are a little alien to me. But I have to take another sip of my chocolate because my voice is going. Forgive me. Anyone in the chat room that wishes to go ahead and comment, by all means. As you know, or say hi, let me know that you're watching. Usually, did I actually run out of some of my jokes? I did. I did run out of them. I don't have one for today. I guess, yeah. I'm going to have to show this video. No, I think I showed that one already. I do not have a joke for today. I am so sorry. Do I have one for next week? And maybe I can get the jump on it. Oh, you know what? I may not have told this one. I probably did. Yeah, I think I did. So what the hell? We're going to do it again. What do you call smart people in the USA? What do you call smart people in the USA? Yeah, I think I told this one already. Tourists. I'm here in the United States. I fully acknowledge it. Almost anyone in Europe is smarter than anyone in the United States. Now, whether they act adultish or not, that's different. But when it comes to education, over the last 17 years, I have had the privilege of having conversations with people from around the world. And I have to tell you that the level of education, the languages that they speak far and exceed anything in the United States. It's just amazing their basic understanding of history, literature, entertainment. There's just people from Europe that we've interviewed in the last, oops, sorry, my color's bad, in the last few years are way and above everyone. Oof, that's bugging me. There it is. Way and above everyone in the United States. And it's really sad, quite frankly, being that I am from the United States myself, born and bred, sadly. And when I interview, it's just, they're so entertaining. They're able to discuss so many subjects, and their understanding, their grasp is just amazing. American exceptionalism. Just look at the interviews on YouTube and on Reels and all that stuff, and you realize how ignorant Americans are. It's like sad, but God bless America. All that other stuff. But hopefully we get more tourists and America will smarten up. Don't go to Florida. You know what happens to tourists in Florida. It's not a joke, man. It's not. More tourists are shot in Florida than in anywhere else in the United States. Sad, man. Not trying to be negative. It is what it is. It's only a matter of time before we have another story break the news. I have to tell you, I was done in by the internet because I had read that Bronny had a historical game, and it turns out that it was in one of the G or D League games. Scored like 38 points. Way to go, kid. Everyone was saying, oh, he's coming into his own. Dude, this is the minor leagues. Hell, I've had a better game than that. There's a lot of people in America. Look, I hope the kid does well. And if he doesn't, we know why. Ugh. Stupid Lakers. Do you guys, there's my whatchamacallit. I'm dying to have it. So this is the 5th item I shilled for this morning. I was stunned when I saw this candy bar a few months ago for sale again. And I purchased like 6 of them because I hadn't had a whatchamacallit. I'm down to my last one. And I'm going to have the whatchamacallit like right now. This was a great candy bar. I remember purchasing it for 25 cents back in the late 70s, maybe early 80s. Oh. Good stuff to whatchamacallit. I am thrilled. It's like a cookie inside with a bit of caramel and chocolate. What would you name it? It's deliciously crispy bar made with chocolate, peanut flavored crisps and caramel. I knew it had caramel. How do you pronounce caramel? Is it caramel or caramel? Whatchamacallit? 230 calories per bar. Man, that's a lot. So I'm not going to make this an eating program, but it is what it is. There we go. I'm going to have a slight taste right now. That was great. That was awesome. Folks, get them whatchamacallit. They're on sale. Not in every store. I don't even remember where I purchased it. But they are on sale at certain select stores. They're back, and they're absolutely awesome. Chocolate, peanut flavored crisps, and caramel. Well, I'm going to be enjoying that one this morning. So I do want to welcome everyone who's in the chat room. A lot of people don't want to comment, and that's fine. This program is designed on exchange. I'm not going to do this program alone. I've already done it for about 35 minutes. So I do want to thank everyone who tuned in. And yeah, I'm going to be calling it right now. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday and weekend. I have, unfortunately, a lot of things that I have to get to. I didn't realize I would be getting to them that much sooner. I do want to say that on a personal note, for those that are with me on Facebook, Margarita was released late last night at about 10:30 in the evening, and she had been hospitalized. Yesterday was Friday. Friday the, what are we? 29th? She's been hospitalized since March 14th. So I'm happy for her that she was able to get home, and she didn't get home till about 10:30 last night. It was a rough night yesterday. So I'm glad that she is. She's on the road to recovery, and unfortunately, she has another procedure coming up within 2 weeks or so. So we'll see how that is. But I am most gratified that she was able to get home. So I thank everyone that supported me and the family. And we're looking forward to seeing what comes up next. But for now, she was able to get home. And I suppose that's the most important thing. I thank everyone at Pomona Valley Medical Center for basically saving her life again. And such professionals there. But there was this one time, and hi, Marcia. Thank you. There are a bunch of professionals there. But I do have a beef versus one particular doctor, and I'm not going to let it go. We were in the dark most of the time. And the excuse of this doctor, yeah, I'm not going to mention the doctor's name on air, but I'm not going to let it go. This was disappointing, but everyone else there was professional, and they were great. So, Marcia, I'm going to. Thanks, young lady. I hope you're doing well. And like I said, I hope she improves, and we'll see what happens. So, I'm just going on and on and on. As you know, this program, as I mentioned, is the host, and the other hosts have not been able to make it this morning. So, folks, I'm going to call it. I am tired. I am exhausted. And yeah, I'm done. So, yeah, I can't fake it. As they say, I don't have a poker face. I do have a face for radio, though, as I've been told. So, we'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you, Marcia, again. And yes, Major League Baseball. See, hey, your Mets. Good for you. Your Mets, as I said. When I went over Major League Baseball, they beat the A-holes. So I was very happy for that. So congratulations to your Mets. Everyone else, hope springs eternal. Major League Baseball season 2025 is on its way. Basketball's coming to an end. Hockey's coming to an end. And of course, NFL will start in September. Wow. Boy, do things move fast. March Madness, today, tomorrow, and next weekend. We have the Elite Eight this weekend. So enjoy that. And people have asked me what my involvement in March Madness is. This year, I've been a bit distracted for obvious reasons. And Villanova didn't make it. St. Mary's got eliminated. Come on, man. UCLA, USC, figure it out who I'm going for. Villanova. They didn't make it. We'll see you guys on the other side. You are watching the longest running program on a weekly basis and a yearly basis on the internet. 17 years plus. Someone threw it on my face. So what Joe Rogan has been on since 2009. 2008, baby. Sorry. And Joe Rogan isn't the main guy right now either. He's already been done in. I believe it's a podcast. I forget, the Midas Touch or something. They're bigger by a lot. And I know that irritates people. Who cares? The only reason why I say it is because I know it irritates people. Oh, your St. John's got booted out early. Yeah, you know. Hey, you know what? Maybe I will take a quick look at the March Madness again. Well, I did. Taking a look at this real quick. When did St. John's get eliminated? UC San Diego got taken out by Michigan over here. Where is St. John's? See, I don't even know the bracket. I had my bracket set up. First round, huh? Jeez. Oh, yeah, St. John's. Oh, wait a minute. No, St. John's took out Omaha, but then they were eliminated by Arkansas. In the play-in, Xavier took out Texas. I think that's Mount St. Mary's took out American. Alabama took out St. Francis. And, of course, North Carolina took out SDSU. UCLA took out Utah State. Then they lost to Tennessee, so that ended my interest there. Xavier lost to Illinois in the West region. Clemson eliminated by McNeese. Wow, and then who were eliminated by Purdue, who, as I mentioned, was then eliminated by Houston. Gators are still in the Elite Eight. Yeah, they are. Versus Maryland. They beat them. They're playing the winner of, well, I apologize. They are playing, as I mentioned earlier, later today at 3:09 p.m. Florida versus Texas Tech. Gonzaga. There they are, Gonzaga. They eliminated Georgia. Then they were eliminated by Houston. So there was one. Yeah, BYU was taken out by Alabama, who also took out St. Mary's, and who also took out Robert Morris, the Colonels. Oregon took out Liberty, yeah, okay, and then lost to Arizona. Duke took out the Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers. Then they took out Baylor. Then Arizona. Ooh, actually not too bad. Well, I no longer have one in the fight, but I do follow several colleges. Hey, I'd be thrilled if Sonoma State made it. Yes, that is one of my favorite schools. And I talked about it a month and a half ago about the cuts that are coming to California in the education system. And the question is that once you eliminate a sports program, do they come back? So, but it's going on right now. Take a look at it. Once again, folks, thank you. Appreciate it. We love you and look forward to seeing you next week. Marcia, thank you for stopping in. Everyone else, I guess we'll see you guys on the other side. Peace always. This is Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday Morning Quarterbacks on Saturday. We'll see you next week.